Caddy runs wide, out onto the sand there, loses a lot of places.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another round of the Drivers Room Sunday League Season 4, Round 7, Tier 1. I'm your host, Kimaru, and today we are at the Tokyo Expressway South Outer Loop. And yeah, we've got a very powerful class of car in today's race. And as you can see, it's nighttime, so that's going to be extra interesting to watch. Beautiful Formula E liveries on the cars, but I think that's going to be pretty irrelevant considering it's dark. Might be difficult to see the liveries, but the race could be a good one regardless. So let's get down to the grid and see where everyone qualified in today's race. Starting off at pole, we have Sir Flapjack. Cartman, bruh, in second. I just can't help myself. We have Drift King Alex in third. Behind him, we have the Cusker Man. Too Fast. Nessie. Leecol, or Lycol as I used to say. I think it's Leecol as Nessie instructed me, so Leecol. Monginho. We have DJ Rice. John and William Megan. MJR Mercer. Mr. Driver's Room, of course. And JC. And finishing off the field in the back is Mr. Sean. So, good luck in today's race, gentlemen, and let's make it a good one. All right, we are about ready to get round 7 started. We're all waiting for the greens. Here we go, round 7 is underway. Just 2 more rounds to go of this season, and we'll enter the final one of the year. As we see, there's a good start for Flapjack. Cartman is... whoa, it's a very good start for Cartman. Looks like the... I think it's the Audi. I always get a little bit confused about these cars, but they do go freaking fast. As we see them almost reaching 300 kilometers into the hairpin already. It seems like a very good clean start for everyone. As we just take a look down the field real quick, as we see Ricey has had a very bad start and he's all the way in the back. Cartman has just left the field, but then again, I think this is the Audi, where the hybrid just is used up at the very end here. As we see, Flapjack is under attack from Cusker. Cusker coming up very fast. Will Cartman just say, screw you guys, I am taking the win in this one. And I'm afraid I've created a monster in the Discord server. Everyone is making Cartman puns from South Park because of me. And I feel like I've created a little bit of a monster, so for that I apologize, Cartman. Not my intention, but I think you revel in the attention. As we see lap 2, Flapjack is still ahead of Cusker, and looks like he's gaining a little bit of a gap on Cusker right now. Whoa, what is Cusker doing? And we see Alex has himself a little bit of a half-second penalty there. Should be easy enough to shake off on this track. As we see Lionessy in 5th. We have Lee Kohler, and JC has done a remarkable job to get himself up into 7th from, where did they start? From 2nd to last, so 7th. Not a bad start for JC. JC's been on fire lately, so expect to see great things from JC in the future. He's a good, strong racer, just has had a string of bad lucks. As we see Mercer there. And Too Fast is all the way down in 10th now. In the Virgin car. Looking like a good, clean race so far. I think there might be a pit stop or two in this race. As we see Mung is all the way down in 13th. Things are not going well for Mung these days. He's got a little bit of a problem with his eye. I've been allowed to say that. So yeah, he's got a little bit of a problem with his eye fogging up, and let's just hope the medication will help you, Mung, so you can get back up to speed, because you are one of the fastest in driver's room when everything is working correctly. As we see, Cusker is still not able to gain too much on Flapjack, and yeah, Cusker is driving the TSO 50. I think Flapjack is probably driving the Porsche, I think. But then again, the shapes of the LMPs are just so similar. As we see, Lionessy has moved himself up in the 4th in front of Alex. And I keep struggling with my words. I've been awake for a few hours, but yeah, I need some more Red Bull, so. There we go. Some more fuel for the tank. As we see, oh wow. Yeah, the cars are very fast for this track. Maybe a little bit narrow of a track for cars as powerful as these, but I think the guys will manage. They are at the top of their game. So Alex will probably come back at Nessie at some point, unless he can do it right now. I think they're running the same car. As we see Alex going on the outside of Lionessy. That didn't work. Lionessy blocked him off, and Alex is still behind Nessie. As we see, Nessie's just jumping over the curves. Holy crap. That's the other thing about these cars. They are extremely low to the ground, and I think Lionessy just lost too much speed out of the chicane, making it very easy for Alex to just get past. He lost too much speed out of the chicane, sadly. As we see Lee Cole coming up behind Nessie. We have JC there in 7th still, with a half-second penalty just in front of Megan. Megan's got Mercer right behind him. As we all know, missed the driver's room. Very skilled driver as well. But it is very difficult to keep up with the Tier 1 boys. Everyone is so freaking fast. This is the top tier of DRSL. Not to diss anyone in Tier 2, but there are fast drivers in Tier 2 as well. And they're hoping for a promotion into Tier 1 next season. It's going to be difficult, but Tier 1 is the ultimate tier. As we see, Megan is closing on JC, but still no cigar. I'm just going to take a look. Nessie has not been able to do anything about Alex just yet, as we see JC still in front of Megan. And Too Fast is coming up very fast now. probably is going to make a move on Mercer any moment. In any moment. Mercer, of course, is my recruiter into the driver's room. And if anyone new would like to join, just contact one of the guys or myself and we'll point you in the right direction. As we see Too Fast going on the inside of the hairpin. Oh, and what in the world happened to Too Fast? I think he just had some oversteering there out of the hairpin. And Megan had a very, very bad hairpin on the outside. And Mercer just took advantage of that and said, "Thank you very much. I will take that space from you." As we see Mercer now in 8th. And he's got 2 hungry cars behind him now in Too Fast and Megan. As we see Megan, oh, just looked like for a second that Megan was trying to go for a move on Mercer in the chicane, but I think Megan has enough to worry about with Too Fast right behind him. Looks like Too Fast is going past him on the start-finish straight and makes the move stick. Megan has lost 2 positions now in the space of a half of a lap. And Too Fast is on the hunt for the driver's room man himself. Will Too Fast be able to make a better move this time? Or is Mercer covering off the hairpin? Yeah, it looked like Mercer was covering that off. So we're going to take a look down the field. Ricey has moved himself up into 11th. Mung back in 12th. And we have Sean down in 13th. Taking a look at the top now, Cartman is just carving out that lead, and he looks to be unstoppable so far. We have Flapjack just in front of Cusker still, and Cusker hasn't been able to make too much of a dent into Flapjack just yet, but there's still 20 minutes to go of the race. Anything can happen. If there's pit stops, we might see some changes in positions from that. So we'll come back to the lead as we see Alex has moved away from Nessie quite a bit right now. And looks like Alex has this one covered for the moment. Nessie will just have to make all of his tricks just work later down the line, as we see Lee Cole with a 1.1 second penalty. Just don't try the Bottle approach, Lee Cole, where Bottle got a 30-minute penalty in a 90-minute endurance race. He went for a new record and he suddenly broke that record. But that was in ADEC. As we see, Too Fast is really going for a move. He's trying to go on the outside into this one and makes the move. Holy crap stick. That sounded wrong. He made the move stick and moves himself up to 8th. Mercer down to 9th again. So a few overtakes here and there in places I didn't really expect to see overtakes, but they are happening, as we see Mung in 11th. Let's hope he can figure out some good strats for this one. As we see, Cusker is dropping off quite a bit from Flapjack. Or is he gaining? I think he's possibly gaining a little bit. Flapjack has better tire wear. Maybe Flapjack can pull a rabbit out of the hat and get himself up into 2nd. Alex is still trying to make up ground. Not easy when the cars pretty much go at the same speed. As we see, Alex is still a member of the M4R Butt Buddies. That was meant to be a pun and a joke. Dynasty now still hasn't been able to make up too much of ground to Alex just yet. Lee Cole is dropping off. We have Too Fast. He's looking like he's running away from Mercer at the moment. Maybe Mercer has met the peak in those tires. Usually we see a pit stop after 15 minutes in the RSL, but remains to be seen if anyone actually goes into the pits. As we see, JC is catching up to Mercer now. I don't think we have the if you have a penalty, you're not allowed to pass rule in the RSL. I don't think that is present. As we see, Ricey is in 10th, just following JC, hooking on to the slip. As we see, Mung under attack from Sean. Will he be able to keep Sean behind him? Could be difficult for Mung. Sean is close, but is he close enough? I don't think anyone's pitted yet, no. And I think John Megan has had an accident somewhere because he's all the way down in 13th. So yeah, he must have had a crash somewhere. As we see, Sean is closing in on Mung. He's very close. Is this the prop? And Sean... No, Sean isn't passed yet. Bad camera angles. Mung still holding off Sean. As we come back up to Ricey as he's following JC. Still hasn't made up too much of a ground to him just yet. And we see Too Fast and Mercer into the pits both. Will we see a pit from Mung? No, Mung and Sean Megan, they both stay out, all stay out. As we see Cartman is just tearing out the gap now. Flapjack and Cusker has been within a second of each other all friggin' race. Good race from Flapjack, staying in front of Cusker. As we see Cartman into the pits, will we see a pit from these two as well? No, they stay out. Alex also staying out. Nessie has gone in as well. Will Lee Cole also go into the pits? Yep, Lee Cole has gone in. Am I saying that right, Nessie? Just reprimand. Oh wow, look at Lee Cole's front left. And we have Megan into the pits as well now. Shawnee and Mung staying out. So far, there hasn't been any incidents I've been forced to do a replay on, so that's good. As we go on board with Shawnee for a quick moment, just to see how the car handles and on this track. Oh, very aggressive over the curve there, over the sausage. I think Shawnee might have Mung. And that moves Sean up into 6th. And Mung gets himself a half-second penalty. Or did he get himself a 2.5 penalty for that? Wow. Oh, you know what? He probably got a penalty out of the chicane. He cut that quite strongly. Yeah. And Sean and Mung still staying out. As we see Flapjack. I don't think Flapjack has any intention of going in just yet. By the looks of it, Cusker has a lot more tire wear on his tires than Flapjack, and he's still staying this close to him. So good job from Cusker this, being able to stay this close to Flapjack. And we have JC in 4th. Alex there in 3rd. And yeah, it doesn't look like JC is fighting Cartman. He knows he doesn't have the grip to keep up with Cartman, so he's letting him past. It's something I would have done too. They're on completely different strategies. Could be a no stop for the top 3 and JC, and could be just a one stopper for Cartman. Cartman shouldn't need any more fuel, so he should be good to the very, very end of the race. But I'm still curious about the top 3 now. Will Flapjack, Cusker, and Alex go into the pits? And the same with JC. Will they all go into the pits? Or will this be a no-stopper from the guys? It is possible in these cars if you take care of the tires, as Flapjack has done. He's probably saving a lot of fuel as well. And 10 minutes of that fuel, I think that should be doable. And we see Cusker has more in the tank than Flapjack at this point, and not by much, but that is something. As we see, Flapjack is going for yet another lap. Same with Cusker and same with Alex. As we see, Cartman is quite a distance behind them, so he really needs them to pit so he can keep up with his P1. But yeah, if they don't pit, this might be a 4th for Cartman. And JC, oh, he's struggling now with grip in the front. The front tires are dying off. As we see Sean and Mung, they're still going around, so it might be a no-stopper for these two as well. A very good, strong drive from both of these. I do love the Tiso 50 though, one of my favorite LMPs in GT Sport. I've been very tempted to try the TSO 30 that the Bottle Job has been driving in ADEC, but yeah, still haven't gotten that one or bought it yet, so I might have to buy it and test it out. As we see Too Fast in 9th now. He has been into the pits for some fuel and tires. Legal as well. We have Mercer. Also been into the pits. And same with Ricey and Megan. Oh, as we see Megan, we switch over to Megan, and the commentary curse strikes him as he just plonks it into the wall. Or as the voice of the driver's room would say, twatted it into the wall. I think it, yeah, twatted, yeah. He says it best. Grimlock says that best. If you want some good, awesome commentary, check out AGT Racer on YouTube. Definitely worth a watch. There's a reason why we call him the voice of the driver's room, and yeah, that would be a twat at the wall moment for Grim to say, that's for sure. As we see, Cusker with those worn tires is still keeping up with Flapjack, but he is struggling through the corners. Alex is closing in, and Cusker is just losing ground to Flapjack right now. Just look at Flapjack's tires compared to Cusker. Cusker's tires are just dead in the water. And Cusker's not pitting. Of these three, Cusker has the worst tires at the moment. What about Alex compared to Flapjack? Just a tiny bit more than Flapjack. Will this be a third for Alex? Will it be a second for Alex? Will it be a third for Cusker? As we see, Cartman is closing in. He is on fire. He's going to probably catch up to these two before the very end. We have about 8 minutes left. How will this race pan out? It's anyone's guess. It's anyone's win. Who will run away with P1? Will it be Flapjack that qualified in first? Will it be Alex that qualified in third? I don't think Cusker has any chance of grabbing first. Not with those tires. Something bad has to happen with Flapjack and Alex and Cartman for that to be a reality for Cusker. Tires are just too dead at the moment. I don't think he's going to be able to do too much. Remains to be seen, of course. It looks to me like Cusker is actually closing in on Flapjack. They have about the same amount of fuel in the tanks, so they should be good on fuel, but the tires, as we see Cusker almost planting it into the wall there. Oh, and he's got himself a half-second penalty for that. Cut too much out of the island. And we see Alex is closing in. If they start fighting, which they probably will, it will make it easy for Flapjack to run away. Flapjack just has to keep this calm and collected. And Cusker has gone from attack to defense. Oh, look at how close Alex is. He's going to go for a move on the outside into the next turn. Oh, there's nothing Cusker can do about it. Nothing Cusker could do about it. Alex takes second. He's going to chase down Flapjack. Will it be enough in the last 3 minutes as we see Cusker almost losing it out of the chicane? Oh, Cusker just has to calm everything down. Just try and stay on track. Keep it in front of Cartman. Cartman had such a good race. If he stayed out, he probably would have won. He could possibly be able to snag third, but he's way, way behind. I don't think he's going to be able to make a dent. As we see, Alex is trying to catch up, but Flapjack has better tires. He has a little bit lower fuel than Alex, but yeah. We know the TS050 is very strong out of slow corners. I think the Porsche that Flapjack drives is very strong as well. So they should be pretty equal. 300 kph out of the tunnel. Oh, wow. Alex is just pushing it now. We're going to take a quick look down the field. As we see, Linus C has snagged 5th. We have JC. Oh my goodness, look at those tires. We have Too Fast there in 7th. We have Shawnee in 8th. Lee Cole in 9th, being attacked by Mung. Or is he attacking Mung? I think he got himself ahead of Mung. Mung's tires is just not doing it for him right now. He's doing a no-stopper, as we see Mercer in front of Ricey. It's been a good race for Mercer. I think the pit stop might have killed his positioning, but other than that, he stayed on track and kept it consistent. As we see Megan all the way down in 13th. No one's quit this race, and that's good to see. As we see, Flapjack looks to be increasing the gap to Alex. It's going to be maybe 1 lap, maybe 2 laps more. I think it's going to be at least 1 more lap for the 3 in front. Oh, wow, look at Cusker's tire just now. Oh, he's just got to keep the car on track. We have Cartman coming up there. We have the top 3 passing out of the chicane right now. And we have Cartman coming to the chicane now. Will it be enough fuel in the tank for Flapjack? Will it be enough fuel in the tank for Alex? Will it be enough fuel for Cusker? He's using automatic gear, so he doesn't have the ability to short shift like the 2 in front. I know they are on manual gearboxes. Alex is close, but he's not able to close in. As we see Cartman there, we have Lionesi, we have Too Fast, we have JC, Shawnee, and Lee Cole and Mung still on a lap. Mercer and Ricey and Megan is finished. We have Flapjack now coming up to the chicane for the very last time. Will he be able to keep it on track for the very last time? As we see Alex, almost looked like Alex was smashing it into the wall right there. As we see Flapjack coming over to take P1. Very good race from Flapjack, Alex, and Cusker. And I think Cusker actually ran out of fuel before the line, so good job, Cusker. Cartman down in 4th. We have Lionesi in 5th. So it's been a good, exciting race on Tokyo, that's for sure. Very big cars for this track, I would say, but the Tier 1 boys kept it on track. No major incidents. A couple of scuffles into the chicane exit, but that's about it. As we see, Too Fast in 6th there. We have Jay-Z coming home in 7th on very dead tires, just in front of Lee Cole, Sean, and Mung. Thank you all for watching. Come back next time.